So, welcome back to my channel. So, in the spirit of making content that I enjoy, that I hope that you enjoy with me, we're going to do things just a little bit different. I know. What are the odds? Anyway, so this week I have been, in fact, binging with Babish. So I have been on a food video, for lack of a better word, binge. It's all I've watched for like 3 days now, because that is the content that I tend to enjoy. And I also don't feel super great today. I thought I would bring you along. As you know, I just recently started a brand new job, which entails that I pre-make my breakfast and my lunches for the week, simply out of laziness, because I don't want to stay up the night before and make my lunch. I don't typically make leftovers. We're gonna make all of my lunches this week, which tend to be the same every day of every week, simply because I am a person of habit and it's easier than trying to figure out a new recipe for every day. But so I hope you're ready to get started with me. College Girl's Guide to Breakfast. I tell you what we are going to do is Chastity's going to grab the things that she needs. I went out and specifically bought nice little mason jars to do this in, because for one, I wanted to be Pinterest and cute and whatever. I bought 4 of them at Walmart. I think they were on sale today that I bought them, but whatever. I found that it's the easiest way to put them in the fridge, to keep them, to store them. Because of their dark color, they don't let that much light in, so it keeps the yogurt fresh for a little bit longer. And also they only last for like a week anyway, because they're breakfast. So every morning that I work, it's easiest for me to just grab a parfait out of the refrigerator that I started making when I lived in Arkansas. It was super easy. All it is your choice of yogurt. I tend to like the Greek vanilla. It doesn't have that much of a taste, so I can kind of drown it out with the different fruits that I put in it. So in your little mason jar of choice, you can use Tupperware, whatever. I just prefer the mason jars. I try to evenly split it up. I tend to have too much yogurt, and so I try to do about 3 big scoops. Let's do 4. A handful of blackberries, bigger handful of blueberries. So, the kiwi. I've seen a few different ways to like clean a kiwi. I remember being a kid and just like cutting off the ends, cutting it open, and like eating it off of it. I've had people try to eat the peel, which I don't know why you would want to. It's nasty. It makes your tongue itch, whatever. But what I have found, I remember where I saw this first. Could have been YouTube. It could have been Instagram. I don't really remember. I don't really know. But I tried it a couple weeks ago, and it has been the best way to ever peel and clean a kiwi ever. But all you do is cut off both ends, insert a spoon next to the skin, and rotate it across. You can kind of feel the spoon. The closer you are to the top of the skin, the more you can feel the edge of the spoon, and the easier it is to get the most amount of flesh out. And then just slice that bad boy up, and you have got, and I put a full kiwi in each. I feel like when you have a healthier breakfast readily available to you, you're more likely to grab that than to try and like stop by and get donuts or anything like that. Especially when I started working somewhere. I remember working at the pharmacy. Having this in my fridge was easier than trying to get up extra early so that I could make breakfast in the morning. Which, when I tend to make breakfast, it tends to be 2 fried eggs and an avocado. Sometimes toast, and every once in a while I'll add bacon. But again, it's just like difficult for me to get up and want to cook something. So if I can just like eat it, even better. I wish that I had a better angle for you guys, but again, I film everything on my phone, and so you're currently stacked on a handful of books and propped up with a jar of maple syrup. All right, and there you go. That is the easiest breakfast you will make all week long. When you pull it out of the fridge in the morning, just throw some granola of your choice on it. I tend to like a honey granola that's got some kind of nut in it. Stir it up good, and head out your door. You can either eat it at home with a nice cup of coffee, or I tend to take it to work and eat it in my car. Now that breakfast is done and put in the refrigerator, and I went and I put on some socks because my feet were cold, it is time to get started on lunch. So a typical lunch for me looks like a spinach salad with grilled chicken, avocado, boiled egg, black beans, and corn just to beef it up a little bit, and whatever dressing I feel like that week. This week tends to be honey mustard. So before I really get started on anything else, I need to get these eggs onto boil so that way I have hard-boiled eggs to chop up and put into my salad, and also whatever's left over I put into a nice little Tupperware container, and I can have those for snacks with a little bit of sriracha, and I like it a lot. I don't know where they keep any of the pots. Jeez. Okay, so while the eggs boil, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my chicken. I prefer chicken breast, but I started using chicken thighs because I can put the whole thigh in my salad and no one can bite me about it. All I'm gonna do is I'm going to cut off all the white fatty parts because I go ahead and get skinless, boneless thighs. I prefer them less to like deal with and fight with. And I will season them with just like regular old Lowry seasoned salt and throw them on a skillet and let them cook until they're cooked all the way through, and then when I pull them off, that's when I'll cut them up to be put into said salad. All right, and now it's time to assemble my salad. Now that the chicken is all done, all I do is a big handful of spinach, spoonfuls or spatulafuls of my corn and bean mixture. Gives it a little bit more protein. We're gonna go with 3. Oh, and apparently spill it everywhere. Sure, why not? Half of an avocado. Am I worried about it being brown? Maybe. Do I really care? Not that much. 1 of our chopped boiled eggs. Again, apparently spill it everywhere. And 1 of our grilled chicken thighs. Now, tomorrow morning when I get up to go to work, I'll just throw in some salad dressing and be on my way. Alrighty, so while I go ahead and get the rest of my salads for the week ready, I just wanted to say thank you guys so much for letting me kind of do whatever I want on this channel. I realize that every week is different and every week is going to have a different theme and a different vibe, and sometimes it'll be more production minded. Sometimes it'll just be me cooking. If you guys have a specific recipe you want me to try, go ahead and leave in the comments. I can't promise that it'll be good food. Sometimes it'll be me with my parents, sometimes it'll be me with my friends. It's just, I want to make you guys the content that you want to see and the stuff that I want to see, because I don't see the point in making a bunch of videos that I don't want to watch. Because if I look back at my life and I'm like, oh yeah, I made that, but I didn't really like it, then what was the point? But thank you guys so much for tuning in and watching me cook my lunch for the week. I know that this probably wasn't one of my more like funny videos or entertaining to someone who doesn't like to cook, but this is what I'm really into right now, and this is what I enjoy doing, so I hope that you guys enjoyed it with me. If you want to see more cooking videos, hopefully I can get into a bigger space. As soon as I turn off this camera, I have to cook dinner now, so that's a good time. If you like this video, then go ahead and give it a big thumbs up and leave different foods that you want me to try my hand at making. I've got a couple of recipes tucked away in my mind that I think I want to try. If you want to see more adventures with me and all of my friends, then go ahead and hit the subscribe button, and while you're there, go ahead and hit that little bell icon. You'll get notified every time that I post, which is typically Thursdays mostly. But I love you guys, and I hope you have a healthy lunch and a breakfast this week, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye. I'm just gonna ramble and see how much information is like helpful for this video.